Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, in a previous video it was suddenly cut short while I was trying to do my erection, trying to do too much in a few hours, run the battery down, and I've managed to get it up, support it, rope it down. Nearly fried them by leaving the door down. Now it's a little bit warmer. I can leave the door open and let the plants breathe. All these tomatoes are the ones that we grew from when we sliced our favourites up at the end of the last tomato season. I must have threw over 500 plants away. Here's some lettuce, old lettuce seeds. I've sowed the whole packet, as you can see there. We've got a few lettuce growing. We'll prick out the ones that are good, and then we'll interplant with some of the Irikura spring bunching onions, approximately 10 seeds per cell. That way we can harvest one bunch at a time. I've lost a lot of my plants because of hospital visits, and unfortunately we haven't had good news, so we're dealing with that the best we can. I'm going to continue blogging because I need to concentrate on other things as well as that, and of course work as well. So lots of juggling, but keeping my mind focused on lots of things and not dwelling on just one. There will be a pinned comment if you want to pop a heart in the pinned comment, or just make a small comment, and then if I update that pinned comment you'll get a little notification on any news. So let's get this bed weeded, because I've been a little bit lazy and it's over weeded. I've been going round the beds. There's quite a bit of compost in there, so that would be lovely for the compost bin. But I'll just methodically pull the weeds out as they are. Remember, if we disturb the soil compost too much, we'll bring some more weed seeds to the surface. Doesn't matter, we'll just pull them out again. And then the birds will poop on it, or the wind will blow, and we'll end up with more weeds. But having these raised beds, not having to bend down, yeah, a little bit higher would be nice, but these are ideal. Poppies. I'll finish this off, and remembering, the more you disturb the soil, the drier it will get. That's why I prefer this method. Sorry guys, tripod dropped down. I definitely need a new tripod. And of course, if you feel like crying anytime, just lean over the bed. Don't waste those tears. So my regular viewers will know that I use these street lamp covers. So the street lamp, the cover would be here, the bulb would be in there. This would be the bit where it sits on the old-fashioned cast poles. I find these absolutely ideal. On this bed I'm pushing them right to the back. We'll have one in the corner, one in that corner, and then we'll just spread those out. I've got another 4 to add. And I'm just going to press down on them slightly, just to make a mark. I'm not sure whether you can see that. You might be able to see that better. That's just to give me an idea where to plant for now. So, first of all, I will select 8 lettuce, including a volunteer tomato, as we all get when we make our homemade compost. I will leave those pots alone for now, just in case there are any more seeds germinating now I've disturbed them. And with any catch crops, we want to use as much space as we can, so we'll infill on the outside of the street lamp covers with some of the bunching onions. Why have I done this now? You'll see shortly. Let's get them planted. I don't normally show me planting, guys, but I know you do like it. Scrape back a little bit of the dry material. I've just seen there that I've opened it up. I did the hole and the dry's dropped in. Now I've opened it out, I can move the dry back. That will help retain some of the moisture. Bring that dry soil back in. Same with the bunching onions. Find a bit of moisture. Pop them in. If you want to vote for me to be the next Monty Don, by all means contact the BBC. So that's those planted. I'm not prepared, everything's in the way. Just haven't had time to clean these, but I don't wash my pots anyway, so let's not be... I'm pushing those in. The slugs will have issues digging down. I'll deal with the slugs in there shortly, because they do live in the soil. As you can see now, how would I have planted those once those were in? I learned a lesson from previous plantings. What a wasted space that is. May as well use it. Don't chop all the tops of your spring onion tops off, guys, like me. Now these street lamp covers, I thought they'd last forever because they're ideal outside, plastic for outside. They don't like water and they rot off at the bottom. It's the same as my Venetian plastic blinds. I thought, great, I can use those as plant labels. But you put them in a pot and water them and they go brittle. Okay, that's fine. Those will get a little bit of protection. I've just got to fetch a few more materials. Now, I've had these slug pellets for about 10 years. One tube. Why have I still got them? Because I don't like to use them. They're not friendly for the birds. But if I place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each one, that's all I need. I'm not going to just scatter them everywhere where the birds can pick them up. The birds aren't really going to want to go in there, he says, hopefully. But they are protected from the wildlife. And I've still got those left. No wonder they've lasted so long. Oh, I am tight, but very sensible. So the next thing, who's had really wet lettuce and dirt all over it? That sounds really wrong. But as the rain falls, it splashes on the soil and you get all soil over your lettuce. That isn't going to happen now. That will grow. I'll take the outer leaves off the lettuce as they grow. Keep taking it and taking it until that poor lettuce decides I've had enough of this robotic gardener. I'm going to go to seed. You can make the lettuce last so much longer. Slug free-ish. Let's not tell any porcupines. Now, watering. You can put a rose on and it'll batter those leaves to the ground. But let me just make sure you can see. before I start. Yes. But if you water down the sides, Mr. Lettuce says, thank you. You're so kind. Now, because the water's in there, it doesn't evaporate as easy. It's the same in my gravity-fed wick guttering system in the greenhouse, where the wicks draw it from the underneath. If the top starts to get a little bit dry, I can just damp it down, but the moisture can't escape like it would in open ground. The plants love it. And this bed was treated with fresh manure in the autumn. Is there anything else I can share with you? At the front, I haven't got the pongo beans here because I took them home for a little bit of a giveaway to one or two people. So at the front, I could perhaps build the soil up a little bit more, and I'll pop some pongo dwarf beans, which will then hang over the sides, or anything else that I've got spare. You see, this top here is lovely and dry, and then if we go down a little bit, it's nice and moist. Now, if we stick the rotavator on that or whatever, that moisture is going to escape. Nature always finds a way of protecting itself. The worms that get busy, they bring the castings up. And Mr. Weed. We finish watering these because I shall disappear and it won't get done. So the spring onions couldn't be as happy as they want to be. Now, when you do water from above, or what I've just done, you create a hole where it pushes the soil out, travels it round. So then we water from the opposite side. Then that hole gets filled in. Just a little tip there. You don't have to water from the same direction, as he nearly trips over the tripod and ends up in hospital himself. Hope you've liked this little bit of content. I'm trying to keep the videos short, and I will respond accordingly. But remember the pin comment if you wish. And happy gardening. Thumbs up or a thumbs down for the interaction. YouTube love the interaction, no matter what it is. Leave me a comment. Give the comments a thumbs up. That's in the comment section. Join in with the comments and learn from each other. I only learn from the comments and from other creators, and I'll just share my experiences and other things that are my methods, etc. And I'll put a little twist on anything that I do see. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Don't forget the end screens. If you're bored or you can't sleep,